So you're thinking about moving to Pasadena in California, but you're not quite sure if it's the neighborhood for you. Well, today you're in luck. I'm going to be touring the town, looking at East Pasadena, South Pasadena, downtown Pasadena, Old Town Pasadena. What are all these neighborhoods like? The school, the crime, how much do the homes cost? And just give you a general oversight of Pasadena so you can make your mind up. Well, I'm Matt Tilley, the British bloke, a realtor here in LA County. If you're looking to make a move in the next 9 days or 90 days, give me a call, shoot me a text, always happy to help. All right, let's get to the video. Pasadena is about 20 minutes northeast of downtown LA, population of about 140,000. What I love about Pasadena, it has the big city amenities, but with this small town vibe. You want the shopping malls, the restaurants, the bars, everything. Pasadena has you covered. There's also a real good community vibe, mum and pop shops. I really, really like it here. It's excellent for families. So I can't wait to delve in and show you all the good stuff and some of the bad stuff. While a lot of the areas around here, Highland Park, Los Feliz, Silver Lake, Eagle Rock, you might call suburbs of Los Angeles, Pasadena is very much its own city. There's a lot of big major employers here. You've got the colleges. It's a city in itself. You don't really need to leave if you don't want to. A lot of people who live in Pasadena work in Pasadena. It definitely has that city area. If you want to go out to lunch or dinner or some drinks, you know where to go. There's the city town center. And yes, it has all the new amenities, the Apple stores, all the good stuff that everyone wants, but it's also kept its character. The history's still there. There's still plenty of old buildings and architecture, which really add to the cultural diversity. And what I really like at Pasadena, you kind of go down these alleyways. It's a bit like Europe. I was in France recently. You go down these alleyways and all of a sudden, magic opens up and there's bars and restaurants, and yeah, it's quiet right now, but I can imagine in the evenings this place being hustle and bustle. So Pasadena's really trendy. You never used to call Pasadena trendy. The neighboring areas like maybe Highland Park, Feliz, Silver Lake, definitely trendy. But Pasadena has come a long way. Like I said, a lot of money being pumped in and all these cool little stores opening up. It really is a great place. If your friends come to visit you, there's going to be so much for them to do. And if you're moving to a neighborhood and you've got maybe teenage children and you want to keep them occupied, along with obviously the communities and the colleges and everything that has to offer, just the town center. They could walk to the town center during the day and easily kill 2 or 3 hours. Now, if you are a beach person and you want to spend time by the water, Pasadena's probably just too far. You know, if you're going down there at the weekend, you're looking at over a 1-hour drive. So it's not really conducive to beach living. What I really love about Pasadena recently in the last 5 years, there's been so much development, a lot of money being spent. As you can see, these condos. So if you're looking to buy or rent a condo, you work in Pasadena, and you want to live in Pasadena and have that city vibe but can't necessarily afford downtown or the west side of LA, Pasadena is a really good spot. The walkability, it's clean. Yes, there is some homeless, but there's homeless everywhere in Los Angeles now. Pasadena has come such a long way, and like I said, you still get the old cultural vibe. Lots going on, theater, old restaurants and bars, but it's also new and clean and vibrant. Pasadena has so much to offer these days. Another great thing about Pasadena, the parking. And I know people who don't live in LA are probably thinking, why does he always mention the parking? Well, trust me, it can get really frustrating when you're in some areas like Venice or Santa Monica, West Hollywood, where you're looking for parking all the time. Pasadena, a little bit like Culver City, might have too much parking. Wherever do you say that in Los Angeles? There is an abundance of parking here. Everywhere I've been stopping, it's been super easy to park. So yeah, for me, it's a huge plus. Okay, so here we are now in South Pasadena, about an 8-minute drive from Old Town, downtown Pasadena. And it's very different. Downtown Pasadena, it's condo living, more hustle and bustle, younger vibe. Now South Pasadena, the 100-year-old homes, large large lots, large tree-lined streets. If I can show you how big this tree-lined street is. When I think family communities, I always think large streets for some reason. Kids playing in the streets, having lots of fun. And these homes in South Pasadena are huge. Obviously, in most parts of Los Angeles, the homes aren't that big, or if they are, they take up the entire lot. In South Pasadena, most homes have lots over 8,000 square foot. Standard in LA is around 5,000 to 6,000, and the closer you get to the water, 2,000 to 3,000. So, as you can see in South Pasadena, the lots are absolutely massive, and the homes are massive as well. Now, to get on the market in South Pasadena, a 3-bedroom home, standard move-in ready, but nothing special. You're looking between $1.5 and $1.8 million. Home prices have really gone up a lot in South Pasadena in the last 5 to 6 years, like they kind of have everywhere. If you want a lot of choice, you're looking between 2 to 2.5 million. And I think there was like 40 odd homes last year sold for $4 million plus. The most expensive home sold last year in Pasadena, 9.6 million. So you can see there's very expensive homes here. But they are really your forever home. You kind of move in here, and where else are you going to go, really? If you want homes this big, closer to LA, closer to the water, Brentwood, for example, you're paying $8 to $10 million. Well, here you're paying probably $2.5 million. So you get a lot more bang for your buck here. Yes, a lot of people might say the location isn't great, but like I said, if you move to Pasadena, there's everything here. It's a beautiful home here. Nice curb appeal. They're all, the curb appeal and everything is great. The streets are really clean. Everyone takes a lot of pride in home ownership here. As you can see, it's real green and lush. Loving this yellow door over here. Can you see that? But yeah, this really gives me the family vibe, the community vibe. You go to Culver City, and I love Culver City. Are you getting the family vibe there? I don't know. I feel as though people move there for 5 years and then get bored and move away. The same with West Hollywood, the same with Los Feliz. But Pasadena for me is like an improved Glendale. I love Glendale, but for me, Pasadena beats that. Look at that beautiful house there. Oh, that car scared me. Turn that car on. Well, maybe it's because it's Halloween. And you've got the old homes. Like, look at this old home there. So some neighborhoods, a lot of tear downs and a lot of new builds going in. Pasadena, I don't get that as much. I do know that it's a historic district, a lot of the neighborhood. So you can't buy, for example, you couldn't buy this beautiful 100-year-old home and then knock it down and build a new build. You know, if you're in the South Bay, if you're in Long Beach, LA, buy a house, knock it down, build whatever you want. But maybe the beauty of Pasadena, you know, they're trying to keep the neighborhoods how they've always been. And I kind of like that. You know, if you own these houses and then all of a sudden your neighbor knocks down a home and builds a monstrosity, maybe it devalues the community. But as you can see, these homes are absolutely spectacular. And you would be paying $10 million plus for these homes in Beverly Hills, in Manhattan Beach, in Brentwood. So you are really getting a good deal. I could literally show you every home on this neighborhood. So South Pasadena, if you have a family, you want a larger home and you've got a budget, $2 million plus, really, really worth a look. Also, there's been a lot of movement the last year in Pasadena. 1,800 homes have sold, 5 a day. It's currently over 200 homes on the market, and I really do feel, look at that, that during the pandemic, people needed more space. Obviously, they were stuck in their home. They needed more space. They thought, where can we go that's not going to break the bank? And Pasadena, I think, topped that list, which is why homes have gone up quite a bit in Pasadena. but you get that space. Like I said, most homes have 8,000 square foot lots. That just comes with it. That's really, really, really nice if you ask me. There's South Pasadena High School. Obviously a great community here, a lot of families, so you know the schools are good. Pasadena is known for its schools, and a lot of people actually move to South Pasadena because of that very reason. And if you want to get away from it all, just come here, walk around, relax. It's very peaceful. So yeah, there's spaces to come and walk and relax. Some parts of LA, you're like, where on earth do I have to go to just relax for 10 minutes? You kind of have to drive 30 miles just to get to somewhere. Here, as you can see, nice and peaceful. It's just a nice touch. Bring the dog, bring your friends, just come on your own. Nice place to hang out. So if Pasadena wasn't on your list in terms of a neighborhood potentially to move into, I think you should definitely consider it. Kind of all ages. If you're moving to LA and maybe you don't want the nightlife, but you want somewhere where it's cool and hip and trendy, Pasadena has that. If you're looking to raise a family, Pasadena obviously excellent. And if you're looking to retire, it's a great neighborhood. Like I said, it's its own city. It's got everything you want. There's areas like this where you can come and relax, and you get the houses with the land, so you can sit out in your yard and think, you know what, we made it. So yeah, Pasadena, I think it goes under the radar a little bit in terms of neighborhoods in Los Angeles, but I definitely put it in my top 5. Okay, so here we are in East Pasadena, and don't be fooled by Pasadena and its cute, family-friendly, small town vibe. It's a city. I just spent 10 minutes on the freeway to go from South Pasadena to East Pasadena. Look how dark it is today. Wow. Fall is definitely setting in. So yeah, Pasadena is massive. Obviously now we're in East Pasadena. As you can see, the houses are smaller, mainly single story, smaller lots. Yeah, because of that, more affordable. Are the schools as good as South Pass? No. Is it as vibrant with the nice bars and restaurants and vibe? No. But you can buy 3-bedroom homes for $1 million. You can definitely get in here. You can see they're just smaller homes now. Yes, there's some new builds going in as well, which is great. It's only going to gentrify the neighborhood. But right now, if South Pasadena, downtown Pasadena, Old Town Pasadena is a little bit out of your price point, but you want to move to this neighborhood and get on the housing market, East Pasadena is definitely a good place to consider. Crime's a little bit higher, homelessness is a little bit higher, but it's Pasadena. You have that Pasadena zip code for the schools. And like I said, it's a great starter neighborhood. So the pros and cons of living in Pasadena. Let's start with the pros. Obviously, downtown, Old Town Pasadena, a lot of money being pumped in. It's getting really trendy with the coffee shop and bars, but you still have that vibe of a city that's been around for 100 years, the community vibe, the family vibe. It's got the great schools. It's big, probably one of the biggest neighborhoods to live in Los Angeles, but because of that you have the smaller homes in East Pasadena, and then you have the very large homes. If you're looking for a large home, you're coming from the East Coast and you're just used to the 3,000-4,000 square foot homes, Pasadena has that at a price for you that's not going to break the bank compared to some neighborhoods in Los Angeles. Cons, you're kind of stuck on the east side. If you're looking to go to the beaches, to Hollywood, West Hollywood, anywhere of that neighborhood, Santa Monica, it's a long way. It's definitely hotter in Pasadena than it is, oh look at this, we've got Halloween coming. It's definitely a lot hotter as well than the South Bay and the neighborhoods near the beach. 15 degrees hotter. So if it's 80 degrees down there, it's 100 degrees up here because of the mountains. So make sure that you like the heat. All right, I'm Matt Tilley, the British bloke, a realtor here in LA County. If you're looking to make a move or have any questions about any of these neighborhoods I'm reviewing for you, give me a call, shoot me a text, write me an email. Happy to be a resource, and I hope to see you at the next video.